What's up, guys? It's Mike with Corona Junk. In today's video, it's going to be a little bit different than tips and tricks and industry related. I'm going to get a little honest and bear with you guys, and we're going to discuss how I went from working in a 9-to-5 corporate setting to owning a junk removal and property maintenance business. I'm going to start off from the beginning and work my way through the timeline of how I went from working at my 9-to-5 corporate job to owning a junk removal and property maintenance business. It all started about, I would say, almost 8 years ago now. I was working for a big box retail construction company and maintenance company. I was a project manager for this company and did that for a few years. It was a very fulfilling job. It was a very stressful job. And with stress comes, mental woes, I should say, to be nice about it, that are uncontrollable. But they do happen, and it doesn't mean it's the end of your life. It just means that this is how your body, your brain works, and you're going to have to either stay in that same spot and that situation and let it overtake you, or you can change up your life and take it one day at a time. And that's what I did. That job just got the better of me. I ran the entire LA County all the way down to San Diego. And then they gave me 2 more states. I did California, Arizona, and Utah. And we ran the entire thing. I mean, all of the big box retails from Home Depot, Rite Aid, CVS, you name it, new construction, maintenance, just a massive undertaking. And like I said, it was very gratifying to drive by these stores and be like, hey, I had a play in that. I did this, I did that. But it did take a toll on my mental health. And that is something that not a lot of people talk about. I'm very open about it. It was part of the process to get better for me, was to talk about it. I'm of the mind that you don't talk about your feelings. Growing up, we never did that. You were always seen as weak if you talked about your feelings. But I learned to talk about my feelings, talk about what I went through. And I actually think it was a blessing in disguise that I went through the things that I went through to shape me into what I'm doing now. So fast forward, I was working at a company and working from my house. And one day, things just got really bad and couldn't get up anymore. Couldn't go to work. I was so depressed I couldn't even get out of bed. And I ended up going to a hospital, and they admitted me into a psych ward for a few days. And that was a huge wake-up call for me. I was laying there in bed. I couldn't sleep. Everything that you see in the movies about a mental hospital or a psych ward, that's exactly how it is. They don't play it up. They don't skip anything. It's 100% the way it is in there, and it terrified me, to say the least. And I just laid in bed and I said, either I can get better and move past this and step outside of that fear little bubble that my brain had created, or I could wallow in this and have self-pity and just think that this is the way that I'm going to be for the rest of my life. So met with a counselor. My wife came down and they decided that it was not the place for me. Said that I could go home. And, I was just laying in bed, and, you see your wife getting up every day, going to work, having to cover all the responsibilities of our marriage, house payment, bills, whatever it may be. And that really got to me. That really lit a fire under my butt. And I woke up one morning at about 4:15 in the morning. I won't forget it. And I went into our office and opened up the laptop and I just sat there and thought, what can I do? What am I good at? What are your skills? And I had something pop into my head. It was like a light bulb went on, very figuratively. And I just thought about junk removal and property maintenance, and how we were always subcontracting these companies in the industry that I was in before. And I was seeing how much money these guys were making. People just look at you as, oh, you're the trash guy, but they don't really see how fulfilling it can be to do this and to build something from nothing into something that is a well-known company. Around Corona, we are very well known. We walk around and people say, hey, that's Mike with Corona Junk, or they see our truck and, the kids love it. They wave at it. And so, yeah, back to the story. But, I started the company. We went online, and from the get-go, we did everything 100% correct. We filed with the state. We got our licenses, our insurances, and went right out. And I bought a 1500 Ram used from a dealership, and I was doing junk removal out of a truck. And that truck took a crap pretty quickly. The transmission went out, and so we thought, what can we do? What are we going to do to keep this going? So we started doing junk removal out of a U-Haul van, and that was very humbling. It's pretty cool to say that I went from being in a U-Haul van to now having a truck and 4 dumpsters. We just started a dumpster rental business, and to come from an idea in your head to doing it every day and looking at it and, having employees and being able to say, like, every time you jump in that truck, like, I built this from the ground up. Every penny that I earn, everything that we take in from this business is because of hard work. Every dollar is a drop of sweat. And that, to me, is one of the most rewarding things I've ever done in my entire life. So if you have the idea of starting a business, I would say go for it. Just go for it. Whatever it may be. If you want to sell makeup, if you want to make cookies, go for it. You never know what it can turn into. Use your past experiences as experience to start your new business or your venture. For me, I worked at Home Depot for 10 years. I worked my way up from a cart pusher all the way up to an operations manager. And I would still be doing that today. I was really good at it. It was something that I thought was very gratifying. But I wanted to get married. I wanted to go to the next step in my life. And, corporations can be very greedy, to say the least. And let's just say it didn't work out. So that's why I got into the construction side. But experiences mold you into the person that you are today, and they give you the knowledge and the confidence to do things in your future self. So don't think of your business or your relationship as being stagnant and it's just not working out, or don't think of yourself as lesser because you may think like, oh, that person has a better job than me, or she's more pretty than me, or whatever it may be. Use that energy to push yourself to obtain your goals. Actually set goals. I always tell people one of the best things to do, if you have a mirror that you're in front of every day you're in front of this mirror. It may be to get ready in the morning, brush your teeth, whatever it is. On the left side, write down the things that you can do right now to change yourself from A to Z. A being most important, needs to happen right now. Z, okay, I can still do this right now, but is it really as important as A, B, and C? Then on the other side is going to be a numeric list. And those are the things that you want to obtain in the future. But you have to finish A through Z before you can get 1 through 10. Look at that list every day. It's going to push you, it's going to propel you, and it's going to keep you on track. That's just something that I did and something that works. And I want to talk about how taking this step or like leap of faith, if you will, like saved my life. I talked about my mental health a little bit ago, but my faith played a huge role in not giving up. There were times where I got so down, I didn't eat for days. I didn't get out of bed for days. But just knowing that, you know, I believe in God. I'm a Christian. We run our business that way. My wife believes the same thing. She's part owner. But yeah, so all that plays into effect. Another thing that helped me was medicine. A lot of people don't like to be on medicine. They don't believe in medicine. It helps. It really does help. You know, getting yourself on a good medicine regimen, that stuff that actually does help. You know, going to an actual doctor and having them put you on certain medications rather than just going online and listening to what other people say. You're going to get on something, and you're going to take something that may actually hurt you. It may actually make things worse, and you're just going to dig a bigger hole for yourself. But yeah, man, like I said, junk removal saved my life. It changed my life. It's so rewarding, not only just to have my own business, but to help people on a daily basis. We get to meet different people every single day, multiple times a day. You get to hear their stories. I mean, people just pour their heart out to you. If you listen, if you have a listening ear, and I actually do sit there and listen to the people, because you may be that one person for that individual going through something that could help somebody. You know, you could really change their life. You could really have a positive impact on their life. You know, so always be kind to people, always be nice to people, smile, wave, say hi. You know, it's kind of a weird thing to do nowadays. People have gotten away from that. After 9/11, everybody was so nice and just genuine with people, and that's kind of gotten lost. And honestly, in your day-to-day personal life, in your business, bring that back. Bring back the culture of being nice to people, doing good things for people, and not expecting a return. And you're going to see that by doing those small things, you're going to be the change that you want to see. Have a good day, guys. Have a good night, good afternoon, whatever time you're watching this. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Also hit that bell. Every time we upload a new video, it's going to notify you. You can watch it. Leave a comment down in the comment section of what your favorite part of this video was. Let me know how just being a good person changed your life. If you were going through something that like depression or anxiety, let me know how that's going. Let me know how it changed your life. If you got on something, medicine, if you took a life path, a career path, a relationship, whatever it was that you stepped outside of that depressive bubble, what you did to change your life and how your life is now. Have a good one, guys.